बस इतनी सी बात, कोशिश कर पूरी शिद्दत से, कामयाबी खुदा पर छोड़ दे। मंजिल 2 ही कदम दूर है, समझ ले, तू बस अतीत की उंगलियां पकड़ना छोड़ दे। These simple lines give out such a powerful message that I'm sure we must all have heard this at some point in our lives. We must always work hard as best as we can and leave the rest to the Almighty. Nanu firmly believed in always looking ahead and not holding on to the past. His parchi clearly defines this thought. 100 mehndi party gifts, check. 50 haldi ceremony gifts, check. 15 cocktail photo booth props, check. 150 chocolate boxes, check. 21 boxes of bridal trousseau, check. Avantika checked her list for the umpteenth time and counted all the items she had herself loaded in the pickup truck. She had to deliver all the beautifully packed items to the Bisani's farmhouse before 10 a.m. Their daughter Ritika's wedding functions were going to begin from that day. Finally, when she was sure that everything was in order, she waved off the mini truck to head to Maple Greens. Today was a very important day for Avantika, as she was executing such a large order after a gap of nearly 1 year. Nazrana, her brand that was the one-stop place for party gifting and trousseau wrapping, had found firm ground to stand again.
Avantika had what is known as the business acumen, an enterprising spirit from her early college days. While her classmates enrolled into coaching classes for CAT and IELTS and CA and all, Avantika quietly joined a reputed cooking academy to learn how to make chocolates. In fact, what she learned at the academy was already known to her. At the academy, she wanted to try out her own ideas. It was her dream to start a chocolate making venture along with a trousseau wrapping side business. However, in India, for the fairer sex, to dream independently of business ventures is not really encouraged. So, expecting support from her conservative parents, who simply wanted to marry her off, was really asking for too much. In their scheme of things, her ultimate settlement in life was to find a suitable groom. Young Indian girls of marriageable age are very often plagued with scores of aunties and uncles who visit the homes rather too frequently to suggest good boys. But suggestions are just excuses. All they want to do is find out if the girl in question has declared a liking for someone or is secretly having an affair with someone. Well, the same happened with Avantika. So much so that her parents refused to allow her to operate from the spare bedroom in their 5-bedroom house. Avantika, however, was made of sterner stuff. She hired a spare room in the neighbor's flat, prompting the parents to give in and allow her the use of the spare bedroom in their own house.
Beginning with small batches of homemade chocolates, Avantika slowly climbed up the ladder and began to even design desserts for weddings, gatherings, and large buffets. Ika's chocolates became a much sought-after brand because of their large variety, perfect blend of flavors, and of course, their wrapping. Avantika's other passion, trousseau packing, picked up speed as well. This happened when during Avantika's childhood friend's wedding, she had taken on the task of wrapping all the gifts. People noticed the beauty of the gift packing instantly. Intricately packed items, matching the color theme of the decor, extra neat finishing that one would simply want to stare at and not open. The bride's trousseau packing soon became one of the hot topics during and after the wedding. And hence, after a couple of months, was born Nazrana, treasure to remember. Happy in her space, with dreams and visions to expand, Avantika would quite often face an irate set of parents who still only aimed to settle her in marriage. She was open to the idea of marriage, but relocating to another city was out of question. Ahmedabad was growing by the day, and when declared the heritage city, it was assumed that business opportunities would expand very soon.
After a couple of successful years of Nazrana and Aika's chocolates, during one of the weddings, Avantika met a business investor, one Kirit Rawal. He was quite fascinated by the fact that a seemingly weak business idea by a single girl working independently had become such a successful venture. Kirit Rawal was in talk with a bungalow owner at the crossroads of a very posh area of the city, which he wanted to convert into a cafe. He thought that Avantika was the ideal person to partner with. So he made an offer to her. She could use the premises as part cafe and part her chocolate shop. Avantika was thrilled to the core. It was such a godsend opportunity. Avantika plunged headlong into preparations for converting the bungalow into a cafe cum shop. From morning to night, she began to do the rounds of the interior decorators, furniture makers, raw material suppliers, electricians, plumbers, electronic appliance stores, itinerary for the menu, and 1,000 other things. She was almost consumed with the idea of having her own space, her own outlet, where she could make her chocolates and offer a hot cuppa too. However, these preparations took a toll in the sense that her own business took a back seat, and she had to withdraw from a few promising orders. But Avantika did not mind. She was going to win it all back, wasn't she, when the cafe would open up? She did observe that in her absence, many small-time chocolate makers who couldn't even come up to 50% of her quality and taste grabbed the offers that she had been taking care of since quite a few years now. Undeterred, Avantika continued with her resolve to get the cafe in the best possible shape. She would connect with Kirit Rawal almost on a daily basis and update him about the designs, fixtures, costs, estimates, and so many other details. Avantika was now only waiting for the day to come wherein she could finally move into the empty bungalow and begin to redesign it as per her plans. But the proverb, man proposes, God disposes, came true in Avantika's case. The day on which the bungalow deal was going to happen, Avantika got a call from the office of Kirit Rawal. They simply informed her that the bungalow deal had been called off and they weren't going any further with it. That was it. There was no explanation offered, no call from Kirit Rawal himself, no apologies, nothing. Just like a bombshell, the message was dropped. Avantika was so stunned and shocked that her mind went numb. She couldn't fathom what had just hit her. Her brain refused to digest the information completely. It took Avantika a week to process the fact that the deal was off and that she had been sent off to the pavilion.
This setback hit Avantika badly. Her health was severely affected. Backaches and headaches became the order of the day. Her visits to the doctors multiplied. Business was very poor as she had almost lost all the previous clients. Perhaps Avantika had lost the will to stand up again. Emotionally, financially, and mentally, she was in no shape to continue further. Her parents did offer some support, but she knew they were helpless in this situation.
Her dadi visited her one day. Avantika was deeply attached to her and spoke at length about her setback. Dadi looked at her and said, "Bas, itni si baat. Yaad kar Abu, when you was just 4, you were scared to death that if you ride the bicycle, you will fall down. Remember, I had then told you, कि तो क्या, गिर जाना, गिर के फिर उठ जाना. बस, तो now, फिर से उठ बेटा. इतनी सी बात के लिए you can't put your life on hold." Avantika somehow got the will to fight again, to stand up again. She gathered herself and decided to restart her business. She remembered one of her professors in college, a huge fan of her watermelon chocolates, had once told her, "Avantika, with every batch of chocolates, never forget, you have to start from scratch, from zero. A new customer will be tasting it the first time and judging it, and the old one will compare it with the earlier batch. So put the same passion and love and technique in each batch."
Since that day, Ika's chocolates and Nazrana have never looked back. I met Avantika at Ritika's wedding and was mesmerized by her aesthetic sense and her skills. Her chocolates and desserts too bowled me over. With an important event coming up in my life, I asked her to do the trousseau wrapping. All the guests fell in love with her choice of return gifts and their packing. We have been friends for more than a decade now, and Avantika remains one of the most determined and dedicated persons that I have known in life. Bravery is easy to talk about, but very difficult to imbibe in tough times. But Avantika had done just that. What Nanu had written years ago means so much even today in all of our lives. Every time we fall, we must stand back again and move on. The only way to go in life is ahead. कोशिश कर पूरी शिद्दत से, कामयाबी खुदा पर छोड़ दे. मंजिल 2 ही कदम दूर है, समझ ले. तू बस अतीत की उंगलियां पकड़ना छोड़ दे.